Hi, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz. It's Mary, and I'm here with today's edition of Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, Love During Lockup, Word on the Street. I think my thumbnail is self-explanatory, so let's hop right into it. So, Linda Belcher is coming to you reporting about what is going on in the Love After Lockup universe with Daonte and his new girlfriend. And while I will be reporting, I will also be expressing my feelings. So let's get into this. So, Daonte and his new girlfriend, Addy, did an interview with According to Amber. And first of all, I would like to thank Amber for maintaining a straight face throughout this interview and not yelling in the camera. Daonte, what the fuck is wrong with you? So, watching Amber's interview and basically yelling at my screen the whole time, I decided that I'm going to take a page out of Auntie's Advice's book and do a review of Amber's interview with Daonte and Addy. But I'm only going to play maybe the first 15 minutes because that's really all you guys need to hear is the first 15 minutes. Daonte digs himself further and further into a hole. And let me just get into it. So this is according to Amber's interview. Let me just make this full screen. And like I said, guys, maybe within the first 5 minutes. Okay.
Hello, everyone. We are here with Daonte and his new boo, Addy. So, how long have you guys been dating now?
Since maybe early February, I'd say.
How did you guys meet?
A little after Valentine's Day, basically.
So this is a brand new relationship, about 2 months old.
How did you guys meet?
Well, that's a complicated story. So
Why is that?
how we meet, Eddie?
When
No, well,
Daonte,
basically,
he went on
go
the
ahead.
show and I was a fan. I was a fan of the show and I reached out to him and he rejected me at first. So for obvious reasons, I stuck around and
Obvious reasons being?
a little bit after, I became of age, that's when we started like talking again, like becoming friends. But like we would like it was just like friends. Like I'd be like, "Hey, friend, how you doing?" Like we talk. I tell him my problems, and they'd be
Yeah,
like,
to get a little more detailed, she said I rejected her because originally she reached out to me when she was underage. So I used to be a point in time where I would like check my DMs at a certain point in time every day because I used to hate seeing like
I don't know how Amber is keeping a straight face right now, but
a bunch of unread DMs. So I was at a point where I could control it. So it was a point in time where I would just reply to everybody. And she was just one of them fangirls in my DMs that I replied to.
so in your own words, Daonte, she was a fangirl.
But I saw like how she looked a little bit, and so when I was talking to her, I was just like, "How old are you?" That was like the first thing I asked her. She didn't want to say it first, and then she told me, and I was like, "Yeah, I can't talk to you."
And then he backed off because she was underage.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be mean. Like it was once I realized that it was a way I had to approach that because I didn't want to come across like or something like that. Because then you never know what a young girl to go back and take that. He said this or that, so I just kind of had to let her know that I'm way older than you basically. So I was like, you ain't even old enough to be watching Love After Lockup. I remember I said that. But she respected my boundary. Like, so I like that. She really respected that boundary.
So when she was underage, you put up a boundary and she respected it. Okay. Got it.
Understood where I was coming from, even though she did throw in there, just so you know, you wouldn't have got in trouble for talking to me, because age of consent where I live at is what, 16 or something.
Oh,
And I
really?
remember I was like, yeah, but that ain't the age of consent where I'm at, so
Yeah.
I'm good. But then after that, I ain't hear from her from what, 5, 6, 7 months later, just out of the blue. Hey, friend, and she was like, I don't know, tell me what was going on. I guess whatever you had going on with your boyfriend at the time.
Deonte, could you let her tell the story?
He was also a fan of me, so they both wanted to meet me. And then after that, I didn't hear from her until like right before she graduated. I remember that conversation.
Wait a second. Did you just say that her and her boyfriend were fans of you and they wanted to meet you?
She was like, hey, bro, can I get some advice? And I was like, about what? Man, I'm about to turn 18. I'm about to get married. I'm going to college. I'm stressed out of this and this. And
Now, this is back when she was about to graduate high school. She graduated from high school in May 2023. So she was still underage then.
I was like, damn, you get married already? You just graduated.
Yeah.
But
Did
I
you
was like,
get married?
I was happy for her though. I was just like, I mean, I was trying to calm her down basically. I don't know what was stressing her out so much at that time.
Yeah. Did you end
And
up
then,
getting married, Addy?
No.
Okay.
then after that, I didn't hear from her again until like I saw when she turned 18 in November, but I didn't bother her. That's why I be
She turned 18 in November.
like, if I was so, if I wanted a young, tender 18-year-old all that damn bad, I'd have jumped in her DM as soon as she turned 18. But, you know, I had my own shit going on, basically. Even when
Yeah.
she
But you're together 4 months later.
even when she reached out to me originally, I had so many women I was talking to. I ain't even had the time of day to entertain
And I
nothing
mean,
like that.
I was in my whole
Like,
phase, so.
I don't want to say I wasn't. I don't want to say I wasn't paying you no mind, but like you was following me. But
Yeah, I was like, I chased after him like for a long time, and it took him like a while to get like that over me. But it
yeah, then
eventually.
it was like January is when she reached out to me. It was late January. I had just got done DoorDash, and
About 2 months after she turned 18.
she called me on Instagram Messenger, which I thought was weird because she ain't never used to call me like that. So, and it was late at night, so I was like, it must be something. And by then, I knew she was 18, so I felt a little more comfortable speaking with her. Cause it's like before,
Because now she's legal age.
when she used to reach out to me, I always used to keep it like brief, and I was a bit standoffish because I was a little uncomfortable because you know, she was underage, so I didn't
Yeah.
really want to talk to her like that. But
So you
this
guys.
time I knew she was of age, so I answered the phone for her, and she just wanted to vent to me about her boyfriend at the time and what she was dealing with. And she can talk about that if she wants to.
Thank goodness. Addy, can we hear from you?
You
So
don't
you
want to
guys.
talk about it?
So you guys started off friends, and then were you friends for a while, or did you guys
I
start?
mean, it was weird because we wasn't really, like I said, I don't want to say I wasn't paying her no mind, but
Let Addy
she
talk.
was one of my followers basically that would reach
Hashtag
out to
let
me
Addy
every so
talk.
often. But for whatever reason, she just wanted to reach out to me that particular night to vent. Happened to have the phone, and from basically what I was hearing, because she gives me a lot of credit all the time for helping her get out of a bad situation that she was in. But I feel like it was more her than me. I don't feel like I did nothing but just gave her, told her what I would have did. Because from what I was hearing, it was like a controlling relationship. And every time she was talking to me, I would hear, like, I know what I need to do. Like, everybody around her would tell her what she would do. And she would be like, I know, and I would always tell her, I hear you.
I would love to hear this from Addy since she's the one that lived through it. But
I know you know what you need to do, but I know you're not going to do it.
But
And
I did.
Yeah, and that's simply because, like, she's young. So I'm looking at it like I done seen this situation play out so many times. So I
did he just say she's young?
do believe that you're gonna move on eventually, but I don't think it's gonna happen right now. Like, I think you're gonna go back a few times because that's how it always goes. But she proved me wrong.
Hey, for some reason it started echoing. Did you turn him? Hang on a second.
I turned my call.
Yeah. Okay.
But after that, I mean, she left the guy. She got the courage or the strength or whatever it was in her to finally leave him, and she gave me a lot of credit for that. And I don't like taking credit for stuff, so I was like, I don't think I did nothing, but I appreciate it. And then she always said that she would say, like, it made me feel better talking to you.
Poor Amber can't even get in a question edgewise.
So obviously I took that as, all right, she being a little flirty. And then from there, we kind of got to talking with each other, flirting with each other.
So did you leave that relationship to be with Daonte?
Yeah.
I respect your honesty because some people get up there trying to lie and BS and everything.
Yeah,
So
I did.
It took you a long time to answer that.
I mean, I didn't want to put myself out there, like, make myself look bad, but yeah, I did. Like, I told the boy I love Daonte. Like,
she told the boy, her words, not mine, that she was going to marry, that she loved Daonte.
I wasn't aware of that at the time.
So what was it about Daonte that? Have you watched the show for a while?
Yeah.
So you saw him like back in the Nicole and the Nicole Jr. days.
Yes, I've not I watched him like right when he first started doing the show. Like, I was watching and I was always a fan, and I always wanted to be with him low key. But I'm like, he's on TV. I'll never get that chance. But when I reached out to him, it was just because I wanted. When I was underage, I wouldn't have done it because I wouldn't want to get him in trouble. But at the end of the day, I knew that I had feelings for Daonte, and I knew that
I mean, she tried it a little bit. I remember her inquiring about my OnlyFans, and I wouldn't give it to her. I was like,
let her speak.
You found my fans, it's gonna be because you found it on your own. You ain't getting it from me. I remember that.
When he came, actually after he came he came from Virginia. I'm originally from South Carolina, so he came from Virginia all the way to my hometown, and he had got me, and I went up there for a weekend.
And even in the beginning, oh, go ahead.
So you still live in South Carolina, or where do you live right now?
I'm in Myrtle Beach right now because of my job. I was gonna try and find a place up there to work, but none of they wouldn't really hit on nothing up there, so I had to come back down. But I'm still 2.5 hours away from my original town. I'm away from everybody. I'm by myself.
How far away? How far a drive is that between you and Daonte?
6 hours.
About 5 hours, 5.5.
So that means he has 5 hours driving. To think about this, okay? The first time they decided to hook up, he had 5 hours of driving time to think about this and decided, I'm still going to go for it. Yeah, let that marinate for a second.
Not too bad, though. It could be
Even
worse.
in the beginning, though, when we first got flirty and started to like each other, in the beginning when we first met each other in person, it took a week and a half, and then I drove down there to get her. I was standoffish in the beginning because I told her that it doesn't matter how happy we are or how much chemistry we got. The general consensus is going to be that you're a young girl, so you're going to be perceived as this young, naive girl. Some people probably going to call you a clout chaser.
And Addie, no disrespect. I have a 19-year-old son. You are a young girl. You may think you're grown. You live on your own. You have a job, but you have your whole life ahead of you. No disrespect.
Or something like that. And I'm going to be perceived as somebody that's, manipulating you or grooming you. And that's what it's going to be, because that's how society think. But even though it's not like that, I had to prepare her for all of that. So when we first met each other in person, I was a little bit, I guess you can say, guarded. Like, she's very clingy on me, and I like that. But I wasn't like that with her in the beginning. I remember I woke up in the morning and she was looking dead in my face, smiling at me. But she likes PDA, and so do I. But I was just hesitant with her in the beginning. She likes to hold hands everywhere, and I'm a little bit sensitive about how people react to certain things, and she's not. So
Did you ever have anybody
a little sensitive? Understatement of the year.
recognize you guys while you guys were going out?
Yeah, it was the look. We would get certain dirty looks here in Virginia, and I told her it's because you look young, and it's because of the way you look, and it's because you're a white girl and I'm black. Now in South Carolina, we kind of just blend in, but up here it was a little bit different. It took me a while to finally just let my guard down and just open up to her, and I'm glad that I did. I had to actually call Sarah, Sean's wife, Sean and Sarah, because they got an age gap. And Sarah's one of my best friends, and so is Sean. So I called her. Come to find out, they're 18 years apart, just like us.
And the difference between Sean and Sarah, for the record, Sarah wasn't 18 when she met Sean. Sarah was in her late 20s, I believe 27 or 28. So yes, while her and Sean may have an 18-year age difference, it's not the same, Daonte. I'm sorry. No matter which way you try to twist this and throw it up and down and play with it like a pizza dough, it's not the same.
Because I told Addy that before. I'm like, you realize that I was your age when you were born. So that's kind of
And that just fucking creeps me out. It makes the hair stand up on my arms and everything. Okay? He was her age when she was born. Let that marinate for a fucking second.
a pretty bad look.
Is this your first time dating someone this young, Daonte? Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't never experienced this, so that's why I've been a little hesitant. The youngest girl I dated was 20, was Nicole, 22.
Yeah. Oh, Nicole's only 22? Damn, I thought she was older.
No, when I met her, she was 22.
Oh, okay.
So this is new. This new for me.
We've been together a month, and she's already met your family?
Yeah, so when she came up here in Virginia, she's pretty much met and had a conversation with everybody that's important to me. She met my mom.
What'd she think? She's so she feels.
So my mom's reaction was about the type of reaction you would expect for her to have on the show. So listen, Amber, I don't tell my mama a damn thing. My mama don't know what's going on with me half the time. So she didn't know I was
Poor Deonte's mom.
in South Carolina or nothing like that. So I just bought this girl to Virginia, and we were in the city that my mom works in, and we just happened to be by my mama's job. So I was like, "You want to meet my mom?" And she was nervous, but she went in there, and I said, "Hey, mom."
Surprised her at work.
And the look on my mama's face, like my mama had that smile, like
Stop
she
the
was trying to
bus.
be, she was trying to be nice,
Stop the damn bus is right.
but not really saying what she wanted to say. And so Addie was starstruck and nervous, right?
Yeah.
And so my mama kind of looked up and down, and she was like, "Honey, how old are you?"
She pulled Daonte to the side and walked away with him. I'm like, oh.
And Addie was like, "Yeah, I'm 18. I just turned 18 in November." And I'm thinking, "Oh," but I could say that.
Yeah.
And then she was on FaceTime with one of her girlfriends or whatever, and she was just bragging to her girl, "Yeah, this is my man, girl," right in front of my mama. My mama pulled me to the side and said, "So this is your girlfriend?" I was like, "I mean, I guess, yeah." My mama make everybody nervous. My mom, man.
Poor Deontay's mama. Okay, so I'm going to leave links to both of these videos in my description box. Please go check out According to Amber's interview with Daonte and Addy. And on the Daonte public relations tour, damage control public relations tour, I should say. He popped up on Geo Malik's live last night, and I just want to share a little bit of this. Now, I just want to say, okay, in my opinion, that Geo doesn't have his camera on. He was trying to hide his facial expressions. Okay. So, but that's just my opinion. I don't know for it to be fact, but that's just my opinion. So, Deontay hopped up on Geo's channel, and yeah, I just want to share a little bit of this.
I'm happy now, and I finally decided to share it. It's just a lot of people don't agree with the age gap. That's all. But I mean, I'm at the point now where I ain't gonna keep hiding my happiness or hiding the fact that I like to post when I got somebody, and she the same way. So it took me so long to post her for that reason. Like that's why I went up there. We went up there and did that interview because I already knew. I was like, I'm about to get called every goddamn predator and whatever the hell else you could think of in the world. I told her that. I was like, it don't matter how happy we are. The general consensus from everybody is going to be that you're young and naive and don't know nothing about life, and they're gonna look at me like I'm some manipulator that came and groomed you and shit. And in all reality, none of that happened. That's why she went off the way that she did. I was on her live trying to get her to not do that because this new to her. I told her as soon as I post you, people gonna come for you and it ain't gonna be all good. And she experienced it now. So I was trying to tell her that just let these folks talk.
But Deontay, I have a question for myself. Why did she post you first? If you know that you're not doing anything wrong, okay, all that matters is your happiness, blah, blah, blah. Why did she post you first for this to all come out? Okay, because I didn't see anything on your IG before this was leaked to Reddit. Okay, I didn't see any of this, but since it was leaked to Reddit and the words started coming out, now all that matters is your happiness. I don't know.
And let our actions show. Everybody already expecting it to not last or to fail or whatever. So I'm like, just let people see us and then make that determination.
So, I'm gonna ask this. Man. Is that the same female you was on Twitter with?
What, on my OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lord Jesus. Well,
What?
Geo Malik can't even contain himself. Okay. Not only is Daonte and Addy in a relationship, they're doing OnlyFans content together. Check that out. Okay? You gotta love it. So, Addy posted this to her story today. 10 motherfucking toes behind you, and tagged Daonte. And when I saw that, I was like, wait a second. Who also says something about 10 toes? And then I realized that she sounds like Mandy. Y'all really idolize my life. You know, any reason for me to do the Mandy voice. And want to be me so bad. Y'all talk all this shit and that about me. Yet I'm a real bitch. I stand 10 toes for my man, his ride or die. So while Mandy stands 10 toes for her man Maurice, Addy stands 10 motherfucking toes for Daonte. Okay? Now, as I'm looking at Addy's pictures, I'm like, she doesn't look like Mandy. She may talk like Mandy, but she doesn't look, I mean, besides the fact that they both have like the baby hairs thing going, and Addy is so young that her baby hairs have baby hairs. But I was sitting here trying to figure out who the fuck does she remind me of? And I said, bing, Cece. Do you remember Cece, Daonte's ex after Lindsay? Yeah, that's who Addy reminds me of. Now, I don't get how Daonte was just doing the stepdad family thing in late 2022 to dating an 18-year-old in 2024. I did not have that on my Love After Lockup bingo card. Daonte dates a barely legal chick for 2024, but hey, in content creating, I shouldn't be surprised, okay? So, I posted a reel 2 days ago, just showing pictures of Daonte and Addy. And here was some of the comments, okay? I posted a reel on IG, just pictures of Daonte and Addy, and some of Addy's graduation pictures from May of 2023. And here are the comments. My favorite one is from Jailbirds to Jailbait. Now, I did a poll, okay, on YouTube, and I asked, what do you consider too much of an age difference when it comes to a relationship? Okay, 72% of you guys said 20 plus years. Now, Daonte is 37, 38. So I don't know. Now, these are some of the comments to my poll, and these are great comments, but I like this one the most. Marina DC4BK says, in my opinion, when the younger partner is at least in their 30s, age difference doesn't really matter. But when the young one is like in their early 20s, I think that's too young / immature to be in a relationship with someone much older. Thank you. Now, like I said, this is just Linda Belcher reporting and sharing some of my feelings regarding Daonte dating someone who is younger than my fucking son. Okay? Thank you so much for watching me. Please subscribe if you don't already. Hit the like button. Share my video with a friend or 10. Please check out, according to Amber's interview, Gio Malik's live. I'm going to put the links in my description box. Like I said, Daonte is on a damage control tour. So if you want to hear his damage control, go check that out. And please consider joining my membership. Thank you so much. See you next time. Linda Belcher signing out. Bye.